Hi, I'm Becky. Welcome back to Wellness in the Pelvis. I'm a pelvic floor physical therapist here to help you understand more about your body, especially when it comes to your pelvic health. And today we're going to talk about a little bit of a nightmare that does happen sometimes to people, and I want to make sure that this is for you in your moment of need. And it is how to get a menstrual cup out if it's stuck. So let's shed some light on what's going on down there. Okay, first, don't panic. I know you're panicking. I say don't panic, but you're still panicking. This is not an emergency, okay? You will get this thing out, I promise. The number one thing that you need to do is relax, because you will get it out. And the more that you are nervous and clench, the harder it's going to be for you. Here's our goal. Break the suction. This thing stays inside your vaginal canal by creating a vacuum seal around the top and the walls of the vagina. So somehow we got to break this seal to get it out. Basically, if you can get yourself situated in a position where you feel relaxed and you can reach this thing, that's what's going to get you to be the most successful. So some things that you can try are in bed, hugging your knees up to your chest. You could try just getting down into a squat on the floor. You can try sitting on the toilet and having a step stool or something to raise your feet up. Something where you're really bending through the hips. Your knees are coming up toward the chest. That is going to shorten the length of the vaginal canal, because it might just be it's so high up there that you can't quite fish it out. So if we bring it to you, that will help. Next is a little bit of setup, okay? If you are doing this somewhere where there are textiles or carpet involved, make sure that you just lay down some towels or some puppy pads or something that you don't mind getting a little messy, because just in case. What you need to do is get one finger inside the vagina if you can, and then the goal is to butt your finger up all the way to the top. So you're going to feel the cup at some point. You just got to wiggle your way around and try to, with your index finger or whatever finger you're able to reach on the inside with, you're going to push down and like in on the cup to break that seal. You are then going to try to pull it down. You might have to do that with getting the other hand, getting a couple fingers on the inside to then grab the base. Break the seal with one finger, grab the base with some of your other fingers, and then try to pull it out. That's one way of doing it. Another way of doing it is, again, one finger in, as deep as you can get it, try to get over the lip, break the seal, and then you're actually going to tip and push it out. So you break it, turn it, and push. So that one's probably going to make a bit of a mess. So be ready for that one. And then if you can, gently bear down like you're pushing out a poo to try to also then shorten the vaginal canal and push this down closer to the entrance. Get into a squat-like position. One finger in, break the seal using that hand or the other hand. Push or pull it out and bear down if that helps you get access to it. If you don't get it out with that try, give it a break for a minute. You know, like we said, the number one thing here is relaxing. Give it a break, come back. Your menstrual cup is still going to be there, so that's good, I guess. Also, if you have a partner or a really good friend, they might have a better angle of getting this out than you do. Okay, you got it out. There was some carnage. There were some feelings, but you did it. Go you. Now what? You probably just want to throw this thing away. And I respect that. But if you are vindicated in using a menstrual cup, either because you like using it or you know of the health and environmental benefits of it, here's how you keep this from happening again. One, Practice when you aren't on your period, taking it in and out to make it a little bit easier. You might need some lube when you do this when you're not on your period, but worth having around, and it's worth getting the practice. And then the next thing is when you are in your period, making sure that you got it seated in the right position. If you have the tail intact, some people cut it off. You want it so that way you can see the tail just poking out through the vaginal opening. It's not like it's hanging all the way out, but just poking out enough where you can see it. So that means that the base of the cup is seated inside the vagina, but not like way, way, way up there. They shouldn't give you cramps. They shouldn't make you feel gross. That may mean that it's too high and that it's hitting your cervix. And if that's the case, play with that adjustment and try not to have it quite so deep. So that way you don't kind of get it suction to the top of the vagina too. So even though I say it's not an emergency, please, if you cannot get this out yourself, there is no shame in going to the ER to have this taken out. Like you will not be the first or the last person that this happens to. All right, and 3 more things to help you feel better. No, it is not stuck forever. No, it will not get lost up there. It cannot go past your cervix. And no, you will not get toxic shock syndrome. So what questions do you have? Let me know in the comments down below. Thanks for checking out my video, and I hope you're feeling better. Hopefully you got that thing out. We'll see you next time. Bye.